Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. In this video, I'm going to share with you the brushes that you need to have for doing makeup for your face. I have already done another video where I've shared with you the brushes that you need to have specifically for your eyes, just to excel that eye look you are dying to get, and I will put the link of that video in the description box down below for you guys to have a look later. I've also told about synthetic and natural brushes in that video, so don't forget to have a look if you want to increase your knowledge about brushes. But before we get started about the brushes for your face, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And now let's get started. So let's start with the first step that you do on your face, and I like to always start with applying the primer, which I do with my hands, but after that I apply the orange corrector, and I apply the orange corrector with this brush. This is the Sephora Pro Contour and Highlight brush. Even though this is a contour and highlight brush, I love to apply the orange corrector with it. It is a synthetic brush and it is perfectly pointed and domed brush with stiff bristles, and I love to apply my corrector with this because it just helps to set the corrector on my face. And since this is a synthetic brush, this does not take the product on the bristles of the brush. After my corrector, I like to apply my foundation, and if you like to apply your foundation with a brush, then you must go for this brush. This is a flat brush with synthetic fibers, and this is the M.A.C 190 brush. This is a relatively large, medium to large brush, and I really like to apply my liquid foundations with this because it just applies the liquid foundation evenly onto the face. After my foundation, I like to blend my concealer with the M.A.C 246 brush. I really like this brush, guys, as it's made of synthetic fibers and it does not hold the cream product or the liquid concealer that you're applying into its bristles, and that's what I love about it. It also has a stiff and a dense bristle and head, and that's why because of the shape of this brush, it just applies perfectly and it goes closest to your lower lash line to give you that perfect application of your concealer. Then I like to set my face with a compact powder or a loose powder, and for that I use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush in number 200. It is a relatively stiffer brush again, and I love the fact that it's extremely soft and it blends and literally dissolves the powder into your skin. Next, to apply my blush, I like to use the M.A.C 262. I love this brush again, guys, because this is a tapered brush and it sits perfectly on the apples of your cheek. It also has got a little dome-like structure which is perfect for the apples of your cheek, and it applies the blush exactly where you want it. I've recently got my hands on this and I'm in love with this brush. Next, for contouring, I'm going to recommend you two brushes, and one is for nose contouring and the other one is for your face. The face contouring brush that I highly recommend is the M.A.C 100, and this is a beautiful brush again. I'm sorry I'm repeating this, but these are my favorite brushes. And moving on to my M.A.C brush, this is an angled brush and it just fits perfectly in the corners of your cheekbones and all the way to your hairline. And I love this brush also because it just goes perfectly in your jawline. Next, for nose contouring, I really recommend this brush, which is the M.A.C 268, guys. I'm not a big fan of nose contouring on my face, but whenever I have to do it, I do it with this brush. The reason why I really like this brush is because of its stiff and tiny bristles in hair, and I love this brush because it just sits perfectly on the bridge of your nose and also going all the way to the beginning of your brows. It's perfect for that. Now, I love to apply loose powder under my eyes, and if you're a fan of baking, then this is the brush you need to own. This is the M.A.C 275 brush, and this is a beautiful brush, guys. It's extremely soft and as you can see, super fluffy, but it has a perfect dome-like, tapered-like structure, and it fits perfectly under your eyes and also under your contouring place, just to dust off the loose powder perfectly. Now, I love highlighter, guys. I can literally apply highlighter all over my face, but if you want to apply a highlighter at the correct place, you need to own this brush. This is the Sigma F03 and this is the high cheekbone highlighter. You must own this, guys. This is a beautiful brush. It's got a really long stick and the bristles are extremely soft. I would say they are medium to long, and they apply and pick up the highlighter, loose highlighter and a pressed highlighter perfectly for that perfect application. I prefer this brush over to a fan brush for applying highlighter, because with a fan brush we may end up applying a highlighter all the way to our pores, and that's not what we want. Another brush for highlighting I really recommend is the PAC 55 brush. This is a mini fan brush and I love this brush because it applies the highlighter perfectly in the smallest areas like the brow bone, on the cupid's bow, on the chin and the bridge of your nose, and it's perfect for that. You can also use this brush for applying highlighter on the highest points of your cheeks, and that's why you must have this brush. How can we finish our face without doing our brows? And for that, I highly recommend the brush from Makeup by Analia, and the reason why I recommend this brush is that it has a spoolie on one side and on the other side it has a perfectly angled brush which is extremely thin for your sharp hair-like strokes, and that is why I love this brush, guys. Now, who doesn't want poutier lips and a perfect application of lipstick? And for that, I'm going to recommend you the Bobbi Brown Ultra Fine Eyeliner Brush. Yes, you heard me right. This is an eyeliner brush, but I love to apply this for my lips because who says that I cannot apply this on my lips? There's no rule. And for that, I'm always going to use this, and the reason that I highly recommend you this brush is because of its bristle. It is perfectly angled to reach the corners of your lips and to give you that perfect sharp line and an overline on your cupid's bow. So I highly recommend this brush to you guys. So these were the brushes that I highly recommend you guys must have if you're a beginner or a makeup lover just like me. And I would also recommend you guys watch my video on how I clean these brushes because it is extremely important to clean your brushes if you want to increase the life of your brushes. And to that, I will leave the link of that video in the description box for you guys to have a look later. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful, and if it was, please show me some love by giving me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Thank you so much for watching.